We are about to start Goty 2024. Please give a really big round of applause for Pixel Strings, who just performed the Goty's theme, a song composed by Johnny Retro that is also with us. A round of applause for them. Thank you, guys. And now, let's welcome our hosts for tonight, Cristiana Reis e João Diogo Ramos. Salve de palmas.
Hello, welcome to Goty 2024.
Welcome to the LEÁO ZX Museum. It's our huge honor to host once again this gala that is the moment to celebrate the games developed in 2024 for the ZX Spectrum.
Welcome to Cantanhede, either in person or live through our transmission.
Cristiana, what an honor to have you here with us. We are taking this event even further. Last time I was with you was because of an interview that I got due to a joke I made with Marco, with Daniel, and João, Retro Rider, and others from the Retro Games show. I don't know if you remember that moment.
Yes, I remember. Well, very well.
Very well.
So okay. The pleasure is mine. My name is Cristiana Reis. I am journalist for SIC and Portuguese television. And today I will be speaking to you in English, but with a northern Portuguese accent, so sorry for anything.
But you can't swear.
Yeah.
No swear. I do have to say one thing. If this was a properly organized event, by now, Danielle, I should have a beer here. But before you start, there's no beer in the bar, so forget it. It would be you, I know that. As you certainly notice, this edition is being spoken in English. It's a decisive step we have identified for the internalization of this event. We'll do our best to keep things accessible to everyone, and we are sure that any questions in the chat, we are monitoring them over there, will be answered by our team members and friends following the session.
So, shall we start with some words on the Goty and its promoters?
Let's do it. Okay, so the LEÁO ZX Museum is a 4-year-old museum that is aggregating a community of ZX Spectrum fans that wish to honor and keep alive their first computer. We launched in October our strategic plan that summarizes where we want to go and where to focus, addressing basically the following areas: strengthening the museum, focusing in the educational area and focusing in gaming and ensuring the survival of the project throughout the years. For that, we count on our promoters, and my first thank you goes to the Cantanhede municipality and the Associação Geração Spectrum, who are the partners behind the museum. Also, a big thank to Red Light and Critical Software, and since this moment, SpecNext, the creators of Spectrum Next that decided to support the museum and the Goty event. Thank you so much to Henrique, Olivier, Phoebus Doku, and all the others. But we need more. We understand where we come from. We need the industry and the society to understand that computer archaeology is fundamental and it's a decisive discipline to understand where we come from and to help us to take this project even further in terms of technology. Our plan addresses some of the amazing achievements reached by the team in these very few years. The ones I like to stress are related to internationalization. We have reached even more international visibility with the participation in the Rubber Key Wonder film that premiered in Britain's biggest cinema, the IMAX Theatre in London. Relevance. We have had the visit and involvement of many key individuals in our field, from Sinclair family members, like Crispin, who's here with us today with his family, thank you, to Sinclair Computer team members such as Professor Steve Vickers or David Carolyn, and many gaming industry legends such as the Oliver Twins, Jim Bagley, Mav Dink, Clive Townsend, Peter Wheelhouse, just to name some of the most known names that visit the museum. And all of this being located in Portugal, which was not probably expectable. Preservation of Portugal innovation. Like the one we achieved with the Timex Educational Network, the TENET project, that was fully preserved and documented after a 2 years effort of our team. Hugo, Paula, Alva, João Encarnado, huge thanks to all of you. Or the Timex documentary that recently aired on national TV and contributes decisively to avoid this Portuguese engineering endeavor to become lost in time. Finally, survival. Survival from the investment that comes from the investment that we decide to make on the street gaming festivals that we organize with our partner MF Gaming. Marco Sabrin, you are in the audience, thank you. And we do it throughout Portugal. Such events demonstrate that we can create unique events that gather huge crowds of video gamers of all ages, many times several people from the same family that keep doing the same thing that brought us here today, games. Games and game creation is all that Goty is about. An original idea that came from Planeta Sinclair blog, to which we were invited to co-organize. I say that they are the Oscars of the ZX Spectrum games, a glamorous event that celebrates the games developed for the ZX Spectrum computers in recent years, keeping alive this lovely machine. Goty is a celebration of the creativity that every year game developers, musicians, and graphical artists use to create masterpieces, overcoming the technological limitation of these microcomputers that we are so passionate about. Technology has this kind of things, so sorry. I think I'm the one to blame. Solved. Regarding the creators of the games, a big thank you, because for the first time in Goty, we have the presence of a game creator that came from Spain to join us in this gala. Thank you so much for the creator of Blonde. This is the way to go. This is what we want to happen more and more, and we hope one day to have all the winners coming on stage to get their awards in person. And for this year, we already have awards for each category. Technology is ubiquitous. It is everywhere. Some years ago was the internet. Nowadays is a new wave of AI revolution. The ZX Spectrum was at the core of one of the first phases of this technological revolution. But, you know, I was just a child back then. So I started thinking if I could find a better way or someone more suited to talk a bit about this. And technology was at the disposal of our team. And we are a bit crazy, we know. And so we and our friends did something special. Please, let's see it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly extraordinary to have the opportunity to address you all this afternoon. To be here, albeit through the wonders of AI, is a powerful testament to how far technology has advanced and to how deeply the legacy of the ZX Spectrum continues to resonate. Let me begin by expressing my heartfelt thanks to the LEO ZX Spectrum Museum, its incredible team of dedicated volunteers and fans, its partners like the Planeta Sinclair, and the City Hall of Cantanhede for making this event, and indeed this museum, possible. I must admit, I never imagined there would one day be a museum dedicated to the Sinclair and Spectrum legacy, let alone in a country outside of the UK. Yet here we are in Portugal, celebrating not just a machine, but the passion, creativity, and innovation it inspired. I must also take a moment to say hello to my son, Crispin, who I'm told is visiting the museum today with his family. Crispin, seeing you here warms my heart. It's wonderful to know that the Sinclair story remains close to our family and to so many others who've been touched by the ZX Spectrum over the years. Looking back to the early days in Cambridge, when the ZX Spectrum first took shape, my ambition was to create an affordable, accessible computer that would empower people to learn programming and experiment with technology. I never anticipated that it would give rise to such a thriving and enduring community, or that it would spark a movement of creativity and innovation that would resonate across generations. This afternoon, we celebrate the incredible games created in 2024 by a community that keeps the Spectrum alive, not as a piece of nostalgia, but as a vibrant, evolving platform for artistic and technical expression. The Planeta Sinclair Awards honors this creativity, recognizing the passion and dedication of individuals who continue to dream, code, and innovate. To the LEO ZX Spectrum Museum, I offer my sincerest thanks. You have created a home for the Spectrum's legacy, a place where its story can be told and its spirit preserved for future generations. Your work ensures that this machine, which started as an ambitious idea in Cambridge, continues to inspire and empower. As we celebrate the remarkable games and creators of 2024, let us also remember the heart of the ZX Spectrum's story. It wasn't just a piece of hardware, it was a gateway to curiosity, creativity, and the joy of discovery. That spirit, I'm delighted to see, is alive and well here today. Thank you once again for this opportunity to speak. Here's to the brilliant creators, the passionate community, and the enduring legacy of the ZX Spectrum. Enjoy the awards, and may the best games win. Thank you.
So let's hear a huge round of applause for Rui Tito, the author of these brilliant videos that were made with the aim of bringing Sir Clive close to our event.
This was a very special initiative to me because it allowed me to work a bit with Rui Tito, one of the creators of the famous Portuguese ZX Spectrum game, Alien Evolution, and a marketing and AI guru. I basically gave crazy ideas to Rui, and I would eagerly wait to see what he could come up with. But he's even crazier than me. Being from Algarve, he also shares one passion that I also have, which is about Portuguese water dogs. And he made me promise that I would show this.
Do you come with a user manual? How can I turn you off? Not on my lap. Watch the new suit.
Just a small joke, so as some of you know, I have a Portuguese water dog, and Rui is a big fan of Portuguese water dogs, and so we kept playing with the image of Sir Clive Sinclair and the dogs, and he made me promise that I would show this, so Rui, I keep my promises. Additionally, let me tell you that we did not write the speech of Sir Clive Sinclair. Of course, the prompt was written by us, but it was ChatGPT coming up with the text, which makes this very odd. Because I don't feel I'm the author of the words he said, but at the same time, he didn't say them. It's an AI-generated video. Strange times we're living, and they come from technology.
But all of this was only made after discussing the idea with Crispin Sinclair, here present. Everything that is done in the museum is always executed with the best intention and to honor those that gave us home computers. Crispin, care to join us on stage, please?
Thank you very much. Welcome. Thank
Welcome.
you so much. Please.
So now I will make some questions different from the yesterday. We met yesterday. I am making a piece about retro gaming, so I interviewed CRISPIN. How was the tour around the museum?
Yeah, fantastic to see the museum. There's stuff in there that I've not seen before, so amazing to go through, and best collection I've ever seen, so fantastic day.
The huge collection you have ever seen?
I've never been before, so no, I've not seen a collection close to this.
So João,
yeah.
it's a bit crazy.
Probably, but
I'm
crazy
listening.
is
I'm
good.
listening.
And what memories this museum bring back to you?
Yeah, I guess a lot of childhood memories. The calculators are something that I remember from my childhood. The black watch, as I was saying yesterday, so I think I was certainly the first boy at school, maybe one of the first in the country to have a digital watch. I think, oh, there it is. That's the one sitting in the cabinet with the correct metal bracelet. All the bicycle stuff and the motors. Yeah, it's the whole history, the whole way through. So lovely to see it again.
And you talk about your childhood. You are here with your child.
Yeah, so
how it is to pass the legacy of your father to them?
yeah, it's very nice to be here with the family actually, because it's lovely for them to be able to see it. Because a lot of this stuff they've never seen before, so it's a pleasure to be able to show them and say, look, this was a big thing. It did make a difference. So yeah, pleasure to be able to show them.
It's our pleasure to have you here.
Okay.
Thanks
Thanks very much. Lovely to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Crispin.
Thank you once again for joining us in this special occasion. Enjoy your time in Portugal.
Cristiana, we have a long evening, so shall we move on?
Indeed, the first thing is to call on stage the founder of Planeta Sinclair, André Luna Leão, to take this place in the set and start the activities.
Oh. Tens o teu, ali. Ai, vais ficar aqui. Não. Se fores para o teu lado, não precisas, não tens o teu. Se
Welcome.
fores para ali, tens o teu, senão...
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. André, so this is basically a journey that you started in 2016. Do you care to tell us
Yes.
a bit about where this comes from?
Yes, it started in 2016. It was the very same year I have started the Planeta Sinclair blog. Then in 2020, upon an idea from Mário Viegas, a great friend of us, and he is also a contributor for a member of Planeta Sinclair. We have invited the museum and João to join us and to take this event to another level. So
Are we going in that direction or what?
oh yes. Indeed, it was a very good idea. So I think this event today shows that, and the events last year and the year before also. In 2020, it was the very first time we have done this event in like this with the museum. But it was strange because it was an online event.
In the pandemic. It was online for 2 years.
Yeah. This is the first time we are doing it in English in order to spread the word and to make it more universal. So here we are.
Yeah. So thank you, André. Perhaps you can take your place in the
Okay.
set, and let's move on. So the first thing is to recall the winners of the previous years. André, first comment that comes to mind is we had Zozia winning, I don't know, 2 or 3 times almost in a row. Since I joined you in this, they won 3 out of 4, I think. No Zozia this year, so we'll have a different winner for sure.
Yes, they won 2 times in a row.
And 1 before, I think.
Unfortunately, because of the events and the conflict in that part of the world, in Ukraine and Russia, they closed their operations. It's a pity because they have a lot of incomplete games that could be that probably will never be seeing those games.
Okay, and always with good quality from what we saw.
Yeah, wonderful quality.
So, André, how was the competition this year?
Well, we had as many games this year as the previous editions. More than 200 games. The quality was fantastic. I can say it was probably one of the best years for the ZX. That we decided to increase the number of games entering the competition and the number of members of the jury. There are going to be some surprises during the event. But
don't spoil.
No, I'm not going to be a spoiler. But in my humble opinion, the final top 10 games of the Goty represents the best games of the year.
Okay, very well. So next step is to move on and present the international jury of our awards. It is something that I've always stressed about this event, which is it's not a selection of games made by André and 1 or 2 friends. It's an international panel of people from around the world that analyze all of this. To do so, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Felipe Veiga, the founder of TEKNAMIC and member of Planeta Sinclair and the museum, among many other things. Welcome, Felipe. Stage
Hello.
is yours.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. So it's a pleasure to be here again to introduce the jury for the Planeta Sinclair Awards at the Goty Gala. This event keeps growing everywhere and is broadcast worldwide from LEÁO ZS Museum in Cantanhede, which today becomes the center of the attention in the ZX Spectrum universe. As many of you know, this award aims to recognize excellence in ZX Spectrum games released throughout 2024, with distinctions in various categories covering both technical achievements and game genres. Of course, among all categories, the most anticipated one is always the leading award, the prestigious greatest of the year. But to ensure a fair and thorough selection, we need a fantastic jury. Like in previous years, our jury consists of members from Planeta Sinclair, alongside a diverse group of independent experts, each bringing unique experience and perspectives to enrich the evaluation process. Let me transmit some key points about the jury's work. Any jury member involved in developing a competing game was automatically excluded from voting in that category. Jurors were not required to vote in all categories. They were free to vote only in their areas of expertise, and the entire voting process was conducted in secrecy. Now, without further ado, let's meet the members of this year's jury. And I'm going to start with Peter Jones from Spectrum Computing, a well-known figure in the community and one of the founders of Spectrum Computing, the largest ZX Spectrum database and forum since 2026. Peter's Sinclair journey began in 1981 with the ZX81 he built with his father from a kit, later transitioning to the ZX Spectrum upon its launch in 1982. Now I'm going to another member of Spectrum Computing, Pavero. Pavero has been a major contributor since 1998. He developed an innovative method for creating specific screenshot maps that is mapping all the games from ZX Spectrum, one of the largest ZX Spectrum game map repositories. He represents Eastern Europe, and Pavero plays a crucial role in preserving gaming history. Now, from the UK, we have also Retro Robins, from the Retro Robins Show YouTube channel. One of the most charismatic figures in the ZX Spectrum scene, always up to date with new releases, is the creator of the Retro Robins Show, an essential YouTube channel for Spectrum enthusiasts. Interestingly, like two other prominent jurors, he also has a game named after him. Now from Russia, we have Mikhail Sudakov. Mikhail is the founder of Pixel Perfect, a blog from Russia, a jury member also from the prestigious Yandex competition, and the producer of Castlevania's Spectral Interlude, which he helped translate into Portuguese with André. A specialized journalist, is an expert in the 8-bit scene, particularly in the flourishing Russian gaming community, which is very big. Now, from Spain, we have Javi Ortiz, also known as El Spectromero. So it's impossible to talk about the ZX Spectrum without mentioning Javi. His quality videos keep the Spanish-speaking community informed about all Spectrum news and releases. He's also always support Planeta Sinclair. He's a big friend of us, and he has even invited us to participate in this show. So he's an authentic communicator and a pillar of the retro scene. Also from Spain, we have Audionautas. He's another key member of the Spanish community. He's also a foremost expert in ZX Spectrum homebrew. Alongside Javi Ortiz, he co-hosts a detailed monthly retrospective show that covers everything happening in the Spectrum scene, and each episode lasts over 6 hours, so every minute is worth watching. Also from Spain, we have Joanjo Munoz from the CAD, a legend in the text adventure world. Joanjo was one of the Aventuras AD founders, the only professional Spanish company dedicated exclusively to text adventures. He also founded CAD in 1988. It's the oldest fan club for this genre, which still publishes a magazine. His legacy in the world of interactive fiction is immeasurable. Now, going to Brazil, we have Marcela Cristina. Marcela is the first female juror on the panel. She was born in Minas Gerais, Brazil, and has always been passionate about video game history. Her fascination led her to research the origins of the ZX Spectrum and classic RPGs games. She also runs her blog called Paris Godinequinha, combining her love for writing with game and pop culture analysis. Just a minute, please. And now, also from Brazil, we have Robson Rangel. He's a dedicated enthusiast who plays and supports every new Homebrew release. He's very discreet, but generally active community member. Now for the Portuguese community, we have Catarina Costa, a computer engineering student and self-taught programmer. Catarina learned to code in BASIC on a ZX Spectrum 48, borrowed from a friend. Since then, she has continued programming and even contributed to translating the adventure Tempestade in 2023. Also from Portuguese, and also a woman, we have Sofia, also known as Soficius. She's a content creator on various platforms, focusing on accessibility in gaming. She's also a software engineer and avid RPG fan, balancing her career with her love for gaming. Her first experience with video games was Pong on her brother's ZX Spectrum. Since then, she always played a wide range of titles, though she still considers Dragon Age Origins one of the best RPGs ever, with Final Fantasy VIII as first gaming love. Also from the Portuguese community, now we have Luís Rato. He's a well-known name in our community. Growing up in the golden age of the ZX Spectrum, Luís developed a deep love for adventure and text adventure games. Influenced by the Spectrum, he pursued a career in technology and now serves as a national security officer, watch out, at one of the big tech companies. Since the early 2000s, he has been dedicated collector with over 10,000 original ZX Spectrum titles. He also actively participates in digital software preservation, usually collaborating with our museum and our blog, Planeta Sinclair, and also with Spectrum Computing. And finally, let's acknowledge the core jury. Let's start with Mário Viegas. He's a knowledge member of the Portuguese community. We already spoke that he's the mentor of the Goty. You also have Pedro Pimenta, which is a prolific composer. Much of the music that you may listen in the games are from him. Myself, and André LEÃO, the founder of Planeta Sinclair. So let me give just a special mention to Mário Viegas, the mastermind behind the Goty. He also designed the logo, the stunning event poster that's been also with support from Diogo Reis. Well, now that we have met the jury, it's time to begin the awards.
Very well.
Thank you, Philip.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, let's move on. We were looking at all the comments in the chat. So, as normal, people are very active over there. A lot of people from Spain, from what I noticed, right, André?
Yes.
So André has a computer in front of him, not because he needs to read anything, but because he is also participating in the online version of the Goty ceremony. So we are here, but we have our ears and eyes around the world in everything that is happening related to this. But now we are entering the phase where the winners of the evening are about to be known. As usual, we'll do so per category and starting with the technical ones.
And the first category is Best Loading Screen. Before we call our presenters on stage, André, what can you tell us about the nominees on this category?
Yes. First one, Aliens Neoplasma. The game comes from one of the most highly regarded teams in the ZX Spectrum scene, the Sunsis team. This team came second in Goty twice in the past. First with Aliens Neoplasma, then with Delta Shadow. The game is fantastic, even using the same engine of the other two games mentioned. It has 3 levels of difficulty, and when completed, there is the possibility of putting your name on the online ranking. Then,
go on.
Then, El Bigotudo. Mustache. In 2020, Romancha released its second game, and it was a huge success, ranking very well in the Yandex competition, a Russian competition. El Bigotudo, Romancha's third game, was the first blockbuster to appear in 2024, being praised by all players and reviewers. The game has many puzzles, several endings, and many hours of gameplay until you can complete the game. Third game is Cursed Castle 2. Cursed Castle is the sequel to Cursed Castle, of course.
One.
It's obvious.
I would imagine.
And was created by Francois, one of the biggest boosters of the recent ZX Game Maker engine. The game is quite large, having 2 parts, just like the Spanish usually did in the 80s and in the 90s. Also have 2 loading screens, so it's one of the reasons it's nominated to this category. It is one of the best, if not the best, game developed with the ZX Game Maker. Game number 4, Dr. Acula. In '84, Colin Stewart released Frankenstein, a platformer that pleased many people. The game had an improved version in 2011, the Frankenstein rebooted. 40 years later comes the sequel, keeping the ideas of the original game, but having new ones. And so, one of the best games of 2024 was released, however, did not make it into the top 10 of the Goty. It's an excellent platform game with a very old school feeling. And last but not least, Innsmouth, InSmalt comes from Spain and was created by a programmer who is also used to participate in Goty. In 2022, with Donon, an excellent adventure, InSmalt's lookalike came fifth in Goty. Quite surprising, as it is a text adventure. It's for a small niche of people. InSmalt is once again nominated in several categories, proving that it is a genre that has many fans, especially when it has graphics with the quality of those in the game. So
This final statement, I don't know if it's official or if it's your personal opinion, because we know you like them a lot.
yeah. And
Very well.
You have people in the audience who also love, like
Like Lanita, for sure.
Like Lanita, is
Of course. I would imagine.
So thank you, André. Let's now call on stage Hugo Pinto and Afonso Manta.
So, Hugo is our hardware preservation team leader at the museum, where his team has already shown what they are made of with the Tenet preservation project. For the first time on this stage, we have Afonso Manata, our most recent team member. Afonso is doing his degree in computer science in TEKNAMIC in Lisbon, and to me, even in different contexts, both of them represent the future of this museum and fit the strategy to remove as much dependencies from me as possible, as stated in our business plan launched in 2024. Welcome both, the stage is yours.
Thank you, João. So, we are here to present the loading screen category, and this is a very fun category because, well, games used to take quite a bit to load originally, and new games now keep the tradition of still keeping a loading screen to entertain us and to showcase the artist's, well, capabilities, right? The fun thing is that loading screens used to be the showcase of an artist's capability back then. Great works of art were done to impress us while we were waiting for the game to load. And well, life goes around, right? Because nowadays you have all of these retro gaming initiatives in which now you do pixel art as well in the style of the same loading screens that you'd get back in the day. So we have to honor, and we still honor these practices for the games being done at this moment, and these loading screens we'll be seeing are excellent examples of this fine art.
Okay, now let's check the nominees.
So, Aliens Neoplasma 2.
El Bigotudo.
Cursed Castle 2.
Dr. Aqua.
Innsmouth. And now let's look at the scoreboard.
In 5th place, we have InSmalt.
In the 4th place, we have Aliens Neoplasma 2.
In 3rd place, we have El Bigotudo.
And now let's check out the winner.
And the winner is
Cursed Castle 2.
And Dr. Aquila gets a well-deserved 2nd place.
Absolutely. So thank you so very much. Let's keep on creating these wonderful loading screens and see you hopefully next year. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
let me just explain that the awards that were created this year for all the categories, of course, we'll do our best to deliver them to the creators. And so, for now, they'll stay here, and then will be sent by the museum team. Please.
So, the next category is Best Graphics. André, new nominees on this category?
Yes, some new nominees and some old from the last category, so I won't be repeating what I've told earlier. First, we have Aliens Neoplasma 2, then El Bigotudo, and then Cursed Castle 2. I've talked about those games earlier. Now we have the new ones. Escape from Appeals. Escape from Appeals is a make-your-own adventure game. The beautiful graphics, Molomazu's work, and the programming by EA DVD makes this a fabulous game, even for those who don't like the genre. The team, For Real Productions, they came from Japan, adapted a text adventure engine to be able to have sound and image like those you can find in the game. And last, Pyramid Escape. It's the third part of a game that starts surprisingly with Castle Escape and then with Forest Escape. I say surprisingly because it doesn't use any standard engine being created from scratch. It uses the same type of mechanic as the first two games, but with improved graphics. So it's no surprise it was nominated for this category.
Thank you, André. To present this award, let's call on stage Sara Brado and Guilherme Cruz.
Last year, we invited Sara to be with us, and she excelled in presenting her category. This year, it made all sense to have her with us again, representing the tourist department in the Cantanhede municipality. She's joined now by our colleague Guilherme Cruz from the Museums and Culture area of the City Hall. The Cantanhede City Hall is a co-founder of this museum. The City Hall is a co-organizer of the Goty event. We are delighted to have you in the Goty stage. From Cantanhede to the world, welcome both. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Sara Brado from Tourism Office of the Municipality of Cantanhede, and it is a pleasure to be back at the Goty Awards after having the honor of presenting last year.
Hi everyone, I'm Guilherme Cruz from the Department of Culture. Today, we have the great privilege of presenting the award for Best Graphics. Creating great graphics on ZX Spectrum, it's not an easy task, but every year we see developers pushing the limits of this legendary machine.
And the nominees this year have done exactly that, crafting stunning visuals, impressive animations, and immersive worlds that prove the ZX Spectrum is still full of creative possibilities. And the nominees for Best Graphics are Aliens Neoplasma 2,
El Bigotudo,
Cursed Castle 2,
Escape from Happy Hills Parity Origins,
and finally Pyramid Escape. And now, let's find out who takes home the awards. In 5th place, we have Cursed Castle 2.
In 4th place, it's Pyramid Escape. Congratulations.
Taking 3rd place, El Bigotudo. Well done.
And now, the great moment. Who will win Best Graphics?
And the winner of Best Graphics at Goty 2024 is Aliens Neoplasma 2. Congratulations.
Which means the Escape from Happy Hills Parish Origins takes a well-deserved second place. A huge congratulations.
A big round of applause for all the nominees. Your work keeps the ZX Spectrum alive, and we can't wait to see what you create next.
Enjoy this evening, and we'll see you for the next year for Goty 2025.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you very much.
Let's see if I don't mix this
Another
up.
one.
Let's see if I don't mix this up. So, now we have a surprise. Surprise number one. For this year Gotys, we are bringing a novelty that we believe is very important. We have now room in the Goty ceremony to show new games under development or just recently launched, as a way to promote the visibility of many of the excellent games that we expect to be playing throughout 2025.
And this is our first surprise, and what a better way than with a Portuguese game recently launched, whose creator was Luís Pérez. Echoes of Atlantis launched in January 2025.
This excellent video that we're about to see personally reminds me the environment of Prince of Persia universe, and the video is not the shortest one. We thought if we should adapt it or not, but we decided to keep it in its full size, yeah. And so bear with us for the next 2 minutes to watch the video. We can't do anything serious with Mark. It's always the same thing.
In a world shrouded in ancient secrets, where forbidden knowledge lies buried beneath the sands of time, a daring journey begins. Start your quest in the legendary Library of Alexandria, where an enigmatic papyrus reveals clues to a lost civilization. Battle assassins on the heights of the Pharaoh's lighthouse and plunge into the depths of the unknown as you uncover the path to Atlantis.
Now it's 1 second more or two than the 2 minutes that I said. Bro, it seems there's a technical glitch with the video. So let's move on, and bottom line, when we show the next session of videos, we can try to show it in its completeness. Sorry for this, but this happens to anyone trying to do this.
It's
let's
live.
move.
It's live.
Yes, indeed.
So the next category is best sound. André, new nominees in this category?
Some new nominees, 4 to be precise. We also have Aliens Neoplasma 2, and then the first one, LEO. Paco Billy is a Spanish author, very well known in the world of the ZX Spectrum, and he masters the arcade game designer, and this is his masterpiece, LEO. As the game came out at the beginning of the year, people may not remember it, but it was very close to make it into the top 10 of Goty. The music is fab. Then we have César de Sonambulo. Moritz was a dog with little time to live, whose owner, Sebastian Brunert, sorry for the accent, decided to honor him by naming the team with his name and creating several games based on him. Now we have César de Sonambulo. The game takes inspiration from the 1920s classic movie, Das Kabinett des Dr. Caligari, sorry for the accent, and features beautiful graphics and wonderful music by Rich Hollins and the Portuguese Pedro Pimenta. You talked about Pedro before. Yes. The soundtrack includes some favorites of mine, like Bauhaus and The Cure, sorry for that, among others. Then we have Z-Set Steamboat Willie. Slowly Soft is on the chat. He's a very nice guy. Is one of the members of the team behind this game. It was created by father and son, Dave and Nate. And they release new platformers with remarkable regularity. This game has several versions featuring Libby's brilliant music. As the team says on the loading screen, they make games for fun. And last, Skynet. It was released at the last days of last year. It was created by Hicks, who also frequently participates in Goty. As well, you remember Hawken.
Marcus said it last time, yeah, Hawken.
The game was developed with a multi-platform arcade game designer, but with many original elements, making it stand out from the multitude of games that emerge with the new engines every year. The music is also amazing and deserves to be on the list. So, here we are.
Thank you once again, André. And to present this award, let's call on stage Marcos, aka Pixel Strings, the musician that we saw performing in the opening, and Johnny Retro.
Pixel Things is a musician that created the Level Up band that has amazed us in the street gaming events. Based on such a good experience, we shall urge him to be with us and prepare the live performance of the opening theme to us all. Thank you so much, Marcos. On the other hand, I'm a bit nervous because I don't know what to expect from my friend João over here. So the theme was composed originally by this musician that we know as Johnny Retro. He's also here with us on stage for one more year. And I have to say that he is the guy with the second prettiest name in the room, as he's called João Diogo, like myself, the second one. And welcome both. The stage is yours, guys.
Thank you very much, João. I believe I'm the prettiest.
Yes, you're the prettiest, for sure.
I'm the
best
prettiest.
outfit
Thank
of
you
the
very
night.
much. Thank you very much. I think we need a category for best outfit. Best
yes.
outfit.
Next year.
Next year. So, guys, we here on stage, we're both musicians. You're a musician?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a musician too. He's the creator, and I'm the player. You can see the difference. He's behind the scenes. He creates all the music, and I'm the one that usually shows up on stage and does the magic. But I'd like to congratulate João on the theme for this event. It's great.
Thank you.
And it was a pleasure also playing it.
People are congratulating you on your outfit in the chat, just for you to
Thank
know.
you, guys. Thank you very much. Likes is what we like.
Yeah, you definitely would want the fashion award.
So I was thinking about this category and thinking about sound. I think sound is very important.
Yeah, definitely, because it actually in a video game, it can totally ruin the game if the music is not spot on. So,
yeah. But think about it in a philosophical sense. In life is not good if we don't have music. Yeah? Music is what makes life beautiful.
Special metal.
Whatever.
Especially metal.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with games. I think a game without sound would not be the same. Very boring.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So that's why we're here. We're here to give our support and obviously to announce the best category in sound, the winner. But sound is very important, and it's very hard when we think about Spectrum. And I have to give a lot of credit to making good sound with little. I'm not taking any value from Spectrum. I'm giving a lot, because nowadays when we're thinking about 100 tracks and mixers and all that stuff, it's very easy to make sound and good sound and beautiful music.
And especially when you have such limited space to work with.
Right. So when we're talking about 8 bits and 16 bits, making much with less, yeah, it deserves a lot of credit, so I think that's why we're here. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So for best sounds, I think they're all good. We have to choose one, right?
So what do we have here? Aliens Neoplasm 2.
And here we have Arlo.
Next we have Saturate the Snowball.
And here we have Jet Set Steamboat Willie.
Skynet. Awesome name, by the way.
Now we're going here for best sound. Would you like to be the first to take the slip? I noticed you didn't come with any notes.
No.
Neither did I. We're musicians, guys. We're very creative, so this is it's off the track. So let's go.
Do you want to give like a drum roll or so? And the winner is Jet Set Steamboat Willie.
Oh yeah! He just did it his way. He just did it his way.
I'll explain you the strategy. So, best outfit, but not best performance.
So what we had here, we had Johnny Retro already announced in first place. This is very typical of us musicians.
You know what? It's like the jazz background.
I
It's
said
like
I was
improvisation.
scared of what you were about to do, now I know why.
So guys, I'm gonna take over just to give credit to the rest because, like André said before, if we're already here announcing the fifth, the fourth, the third, the second, and the first, it's because they all deserve credit. So I'm gonna announce the fifth place, and the fifth place belongs to Arlo. So I'd like to hear some big round of applause for a well-mentioned sound in the game. For fourth place, we have Cesar the Sonambul. Yes, big hand clap. Third place goes to Skynet. And now we were gonna say first place goes to Jet Set Steamboat
Jet
Willie.
Set Steamboat Willie.
All right. I had to tell him again. And now, last but not least, and the runner-up, which also deserves an honorable mention, the second place goes to Aliens Neoplasma 2. Guys, thank you very much for this wonderful evening. I'd like to thank João and the rest of the organization for being here. Johnny, obviously, for sharing the stage. Remember, life without music is not the same. The same way a game without sound is not the same. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, everybody.
I would add a category without unforeseen performance is also not the same. I have to say it's the second time that this guy breaks a performance. Last time was when he prepared a quiz. I don't know if you remember. So when you prepared the quiz.
In a street gaming? Was it? No,
Yeah, no, it was in the Wishbone
yeah,
Games
yeah,
Week.
yeah.
Okay, very well. So, everyone, we finished the technical categories. We are now going for a very short break. By very short, I mean 5 minutes. We have a bar in premises, so those that are on the chat, you need to pay for your own drinks. We only have water and champagne. Champagne is from this region of Portugal, so you can enjoy it if you want. And we'll be back in 5 minutes with the next awards. Thank you.
See you.
part. So please
Time to
take
get
your
back.
seats. Rui, stop opening bottles of champagne. Come on, we need to start. And we need champagne for the other break. Yeah, there's another break.
Don't drink everything now, please.
Also, you need to catch up who wins the awards and all of that, so we need your full attention. So, how are we?
So, up to now, we have Cursed Castle 2, 1 award. Aliens Neoplasma 2, 1 award. Jet Set Steamboat Willie, 1 award.
Very well. And what's the next one?
So, let me see. The next category is Best Basic Game. In example, games coded in basic language. For sure, we will have several new nominees in this category. André.
Yes, that's true. 5 new nominees, so I will talk about them. First one, Dungeons and Dragons computer fantasy game. As you would expect, is a Dungeons and Dragons adventure.
Mhm.
It's obvious, but this time written in the BASIC. Dr. Guzman managed to create a complex and interesting game with graphics that take us back to the world of the handheld consoles. Then we have Johnny Bravo. It's a Portuguese game.
Yo mama.
Zé Oliveira is a very well-known character in the ZX Spectrum scene, as he created the first Portuguese game for the ZX Spectrum in 1983.
Zé Oliveira, the one that I'm thinking.
Yes, the one you are thinking.
Then you need to stress, and he was born in Cantanhede, in Tocha.
Okay, he's local.
Yes.
And even nowadays, he keeps releasing loads of programs and games. Now, his son, David Magalhães, is also becoming very well known in the community, releasing lots of games written in Pascalated BASIC. Johnny Bravo is one of these games, and perhaps the best game, the best he has ever done. It's another make-your-own adventure type game with very interesting graphics. Third game is Juego de la Oca and comes from Spain. It's the conversion of the ZX Spectrum board Goose game, Jogo do Ganso,
Yes.
in Portuguese. It was developed by Fitosoft, a group of friends who often bring us popular board games of the last century, always with wonderful graphics and great playability. Their games are targeted to a small niche of players, so sometimes they end up going unnoticed and do not receive due recognition. Then Micro-OP. Even BASIC is recognized as a genius of the BASIC language, and lately has dedicated to do the conversion of some famous and not so famous games into this language. Micro-OP is the conversion of Hopping Mad, a fun game released by Elite almost 40 years ago. And most surprising, he managed to create the game with just 10 lines of code. It's impressive. Yes. Last but not least, Pasapantalas. Forgive my accent. It's Spanish. Bubble Bobble is one of the most popular games ever released for the ZX Spectrum. And now, Crappy Gamers had made a beautiful conversion of this game into basic language. What seemed like an impossible task turned out to be a very interesting game, and that was praised by everyone. So, here they are.
Thank you, André. And before we go on, let me just check if you are all alive, because we are not feeling that you are with us. Can you make some noise, please?
Ah!
Okay, okay. So, you are alive. Thank you very much. And so, to present this award, let's call on stage Filipe Veiga and João Teixeira.
Filipe Veiga, founder of TEKNAMIC publisher and core member of Planeta Sinclair and the museum, where he addresses several fronts, including being our spearhead we have on the game development front. And João Teixeira, a brilliant IT student from ETPC school in Cantanhede that is reaching an impressive track record, winning game jams and programming competitions, and is with us for the second event in the museum. Welcome both, the stage is yours. Here are the results.
Okay, João. I think I'm representing the old generation. João is representing the new generation. This category, basic, for those who don't know, it's a language that came with the Spectrum. It's very slow, very cumbersome, but was my first language, programming, and I don't know if João does not. If you know anything about BASIC?
I don't know if it's the same. The only thing I've used is Visual Basic. We do study that in my school. And yeah, I've made some games with it, but as you said, it's a very difficult language to work with.
Yes, okay, but let's go to find out the nominees. Dungeons and Dragons, computer fight game, fantasy game.
Johnny Bravo.
Juego de la Oca.
Micro Hoppy.
And Pasapantalas. Okay, so let's find out what is the scoreboard. And the winner is no. Okay. At the 5th place, we have Micro OP.
In 4th place, we have Johnny Bravo.
Woohoo! Yo mama!
4th place, Juego de la Oca. Well, do you want to say the winner?
Yeah, sure.
Give me the honor.
And for our winner of this category, we have Dungeons and Dragons Classic Fantasy Game.
And of course, the 2nd place goes to Pasapantalas. Congratulations to the winners. Also, congratulations to the participants. And let's see what we have the next year. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. And the next category is Best Spanish Language Game. André, what do you have to say about the games in competition?
Yes, we have 2 new nominees and 3 old nominees. The old nominees are Cursed Castle 2, Innsmouth, and Skynet. And about the new ones. First we have La Daga Oscura. It was created by Edu Villagal. He's a contributor of the CAD Spanish magazine, one of the older magazines in the market. And is a multifaceted programmer, creating games of all genres and formats. And is also used to participate on the Goty. La Daga Oscura is also translated to English, and is so large that it needs 2 separate parts. It was one of my favorite games of the year. I'm being a spoiler now. Then we have Penguin Attack. Penguin Attack, it was created by Pat Morita team, Is another team from Spain, very well known and used to participate in Goty. Who doesn't remember Toque Mal? Do you remember?
Yes.
João. Pingu Attack is a pure arcade game in which you have to eat the black pingus, a gang of thugs with snowballs. It delivers frantic action across 21 levels. So
that game is also nominated for the Goty, as far as I remember,
yes.
because we were playing it in our ZX Spectrum gaming online session recently.
Yes.
I'm not a jury, so but I found it very interesting, very addictive, it seemed.
Yes.
Thank you again, André. To present this award, we will have joining us through video, Javi Ortiz.
El Spectrumero Javi Ortiz, one of the most active members of the Spanish ZX Spectrum scene, and a long-time supporter of the Goty Awards and its promoters. Thank you, Javi. Let's see what you have to tell us.
Hola amigos del Goty, estoy aquí de nuevo, Javi Ortiz el Spectrunero, youtuber, streamer, podcaster de la escena española sobre el Spectrum, y hoy vamos a hablar, como el año pasado, de la nominación a juego de origen español. En este caso, los nominados son Cursed Castle 2 de France Souls, La Daga Oscura de Edu, Innsmouth de Bitfans, Penguin Attack del Pat Morita Team. Skynet de Higgs. Y los ganadores son... Vamos a ver el sobre, abrir. Aquí tengo los resultados. Emoción, suspense. En quinta posición, La Daga Oscura de Edu. En cuarta posición, Cursed Castle 2 de France Souls. Entramos en el podium. En tercera posición, Skynet de Higgs. Y el ganador, lo tengo para hacerle ahí. El ganador es Innsmouth de Bitfans. Quedando segundo, Penguin Attack del Pat Morita Team. Pues eso es todo. La verdad es que los resultados han sido, no digo sorprendentes, porque todos los títulos merecían estar ahí, pero lo sorprendente ha sido que he ganado un juego conversacional. No sorprende por la calidad del título, que es muy alta, sino que sorprende porque es mucho más típico que gane un juego de acción, un juego arcade, pero no, ha ganado Innsmouth y es algo bastante sorprendente y que demuestra la variedad de títulos y géneros que están saliendo, y eso es importante. En fin, aprovecho para dar las gracias una vez más a Planeta Sinclair, a André, a Joao por el museo, a todos los que hacen grande la escena portuguesa brasileira, y darles una vez gracias por permitirme estar aquí, y es un honor hacerlo. Ojalá algún día sea en persona allí en el museo, que es lo que me gustaría. Pues nada, un fuerte abrazo, nos vemos muy pronto y chao.
If he said something like 12 points, I would think I was in Cantanhede or Eurovision or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. And the next category is Best Portuguese-Brazilian Game. André, any comments on the games?
4 new nominees on the list. First, Blue Lander. We didn't know this programmer before, Vasco Costa, but he suddenly came up with a very interesting clone of Lunar Lander, a game very old, more than 45 years. The game has also an interesting story, inspired by a Jules Verne book. And now we wait for, with curiosity for the next work of this Portuguese programmer, after his beautiful debut. Then we have Johnny Bravo. We have talked about Johnny Bravo before. Jogo do Trânsito. Jogo do Trânsito, after Johnny Bravo. David Magalhães created another very old board game. So David Magalhães have 2 games on the list. He has 2 games on the list. And the game is not very different from those created by Fitosoft, the Spanish team. The difference is that the language used in his game is the Pascalated Basic.
Yes,
Basic.
a variant that
Yes.
they're pushing.
Basic, yes. Very interesting graphics showing David's artistic flair. Road Safety, or Jogo do Trânsito, wasn't the most obvious choice for a computer game, but it resulted in a very good work. Fourth game is Marlow, and comes from Brazil, from Paulo Andrés, as known as Amauex.
Yeah.
An author used to the Goty event, sometimes winning some categories and even coming close to winning Game of the Year in one of the previous edition. Marlow takes us back to Mario Brothers and similar games. It was one of the first games from Amauex, now adapted for the ZX Spectrum. There is a beautiful physical release of these games published by TEKNAMIC from Felipe Veiga here. He wasn't expecting me to talk about TEKNAMIC. Yeah. And last, a terrific weekend adventure from Luis Pérez. He had already surprised everyone in 2023 with Eclipsia and Shangri-La. At the beginning of 2024, he surpassed himself with an epic adventure, taking us back to Enid Blyton's universe,
yes,
the famous 5. Mm-hmm. The game is huge, running in 3 separate parts, and we suspect that the story will repeat itself in 2025, because he just released this new game some weeks ago, a game in 6 separate parts, and the next one, you have heard it first, the next one will be released in just a few days.
Okay. So after Echoes of Atlantis, we already have a new one coming.
And yes.
Okay, very well. Let's
see.
see.
Probably next weekend.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you once again, André. To present this award, we will have, joining us through video again, Henrique Olivier.
Henrique is a highly respected figure in the international game development industry. He's originally from Brazil and is the driving force behind the launch of the SINCLAIR'S ZX Spectrum Next, the most revolutionary project in recent years, expanding the ZX Spectrum legacy. It's really an honor to have someone like Henrique joining us in the event. He did a huge effort to participate in this because he was in Vegas for some gaming convention. So thank you so much, and without further ado, let's see what he has to tell us.
Hello, my name is Henrique Olivier. I am the founder of the video game studios Bossa Games in London, chairman of Tiny Build, and have been making games for the ZX Spectrum for a good 40 years. But you probably know me better by the guy behind the ZX Spectrum Next project. And that's why I'm here today presenting the awards for the best Portuguese-Brazilian game. And the nominees are Blue Lander, Jogo do Trânsito, Johnny Bravo, Marlow. Terrific Weekend Adventure. And without further ado, let's look at who are the winners of the category. Exciting. All right. In 5th place, Jogo do Trânsito. In 4th place is Glue Lunder. In 3rd place is Johnny Bravo. Now, for the big winner of the category. The winner is Marlow. Well, this leaves in the 2nd place the Terrific Weekend Adventures. A huge heartfelt congratulations to all of the nominees, and in particular, the winner, the creator of Marlow, Paulo Andrés, aka, oh wow, sorry Paulo, I can't read without my glasses. Actually, just a second I can get this correct. AMOX, yeah. So Paulo happens to be a Brazilian like me, and have won the last 3 years in a row. So you must be doing something right, Paulo. Congratulations. I hope you guys are having a blast with the awards and carry on having fun. Way to go.
And now, let's go for our second surprise of the evening. Hope that without technical issues. In terms of things that will happen or are happening in 2025.
And this one is not coming from Portugal, but just across the border from Spain.
And Japan, because it seems there's a team mix from people from several of these places. So we have the Furillo team, we have people like Javier Fopiani involved. I won't refer all the names, but we are very excited with what you're doing. And we promise not to say the name of the game, so please let's take a look at the trailer like the other guy used to say.
Since the mayor has died, the city has fallen into decay. The alleys are dangerous, but in paradise, small resistance is waiting for its leader. Come on, Zed. Come back. Come back to Sinclair's city. We're waiting for you. In this city, we are not all free. The CPC Corporation thinks they can control us. Zed, your moment has come. The moment to bring justice. Love ya, X.
That character,
Two
it
comments.
seems like
I think we'll have the character from this game joining us later. Second comment, when I saw this, I was really amazed. We are looking at trailers of games for the Spectrum that make us dream, like the magazines used to do when we were kids, and we look at the drawings, and then we saw the game and it was a little bit different. But this time, these productions are amazing. I'm very excited to see what Goty 2025 will bring to us.
And so, up to now, we have 6 different games with 1 award each. Cursed Castle 2, Aliens Neoplasma 2, Jet Set Steamboat Willie, Dungeons & Dragons, CFG, Innsmouth, and Marlow.
This is indeed interesting, because in previous years, things were different by now, at this moment, and by now we would have games with multiple awards. It happened last year with games from Zozia, for example. So we're all tied. Let's see how this evolves.
So the next category is Backtext Adventure, a long-time favorite of one of our presenters, and of course of our game expert, André.
Yes.
André, what can you tell us about the games?
Just a new one here. We have La Daga Oscura, Escape from Happy Hills, Innsmouth, and a terrific weekend adventure. We have talked about those games earlier. So we have the new one, is Da Vinci Legacy. It's an incredible story which involves Leonardo da Vinci and the Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition always appears when you don't expect it, isn't it? In which we have to save Leonardo da Vinci from the fire, from the Inquisition. The story sets the tone for another make-your-own adventure type game. Interesting graphics and the English translation make this an adventure that everyone should try. So, here we are.
Thank you, André. And to present this award, let's call on stage Paula Silva and Rafael Lanita.
Paula is repeating her presence as presenter for the third time. She's an electronics expert, performs maintenance work in the museum equipment, and still finds time to participate in some of the most challenging projects. Joining her is a person that ran out of excuses to being with us, and João had to push you over here. First, he jeopardized our transmission 2 years ago. Last year, he started running when we called him, but finally, we nailed him. Thank you, João. And we have him with us.
This year, you threatened my family.
Luckily, you are here to present your favorite type of games, as everyone knows. So, Rafael and Anita, welcome. The stage is yours, Paula and Rafael.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, who talks first? Okay, it's going to be me. So, here we are. Okay, you talk.
Okay, first of all, thank you for the sharage. Welcome. And the envelope. And I got Paula, I got mixed feelings for being here. First,
no, I don't know.
When João called me and telling me to invite me, not invite me, telling me.
I don't invite, I give orders.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's talking too much. He's on pills
No,
now.
he told me, you be there, presenting a category. And I became over the moon.
And your family was threatened?
That's the other part.
On the other part. Okay, I'm terribly sorry.
And I felt like a Roman emperor, you know?
Jesus.
Yeah, but all my effort
okay, you
on
talk
behalf
too much.
of the scene, recognized it, finally. But then he told me, you are there to present best adventure. It's like being stabbed in the back,
Yes.
Bam!
23 times, just like Caesar.
Yeah.
I thought it was 23 times.
Too much.
Okay,
One is
so
too much.
we're going now to present, if you would allow me, we are
Go
about
ahead.
to present the games which are on the final. Da Vinci's Legacy.
La Daga Oscura.
By
So many letters.
the clown. Escape from Happy Hills, Parish Origins.
Innsmouth.
And last but not least, a terrific weekend adventure. And now, not the winner is on the 5th place.
On the 5th place, Da Vinci's Legacy.
On the 4th place, La Daga Oscura.
For me, they could be all the 5th place. But, okay, let's go on.
Jesus.
Let's go on.
Let's
In
look at
3rd
the-
place, Terrific Weekend Adventure.
And on the 1st place,
Do you want
drum rolls. Innsmouth.
Innsmouth. And let me hear your applause also to Escape from Happy Hills Parish Origins. My mouth is so dry, man.
He's trembling a lot, you know.
Yeah. So, thank you.
You can take this. It's an offer. I think so.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for being with us, and may the winner, the best win. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
And so we will continue, and the next category is Best Puzzle. André, are there still novelties in this
5 new
nominees?
ones on this category. First one, The Blonde. The Blonde was inspired by the Western The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and is a mix of puzzles with frantic action. It reminds us of Lemmings, as it requires very quick reactions from the player to get our character to the desired point. It could also have competed in the arcade category. His author, Tomás Martin, is here in audience.
In the audience, yes.
Yes, he's over
Thank
there.
you.
Yes. Second game is Golf Dash. Bob Fossil and Equinox released a mini game on Christmas Day, but the game isn't that small. The objective is to get the ball into the hole in the minimum number of moves, just like mini golf. Simple, effective, and fun. Then came Earthlight. It was another game that came out on Christmas Day. It was created by a very well-known coder in the ZX Spectrum community, Rafał Miazga, is Polish, I think, and it is inspired by the classic Boulder Dash. Interesting puzzles, beautiful graphics, dozens of levels, and great gameplay make this one of the biggest releases of the year. Fourth, Hedgehogs 2. And now, something different. Another game that was released in the last days of 2024. Hedgehogs 2 offers stimulating puzzles mixed with finger ability to be able for the hedgehogs to collect all the apples, and both join together in the end. It came from another very well-known programmer, Cas29. And then we have Min, the Zebra team, not the same team from Afactor, you'll see on the following categories. Also released the game in the last days of 2024. It was very full days. It is inspired by Tetris, being the conversion from an Android game. The objective is to make color combinations.
Thank you, André.
Here they are.
And to present this award, a character in person, Daniel Soares.
Neo, content creator of the Up Your Arsenal channel, which is available in different platforms, of course. He's also a member of the Street Gaming family.
Proudly.
And the best guy I know screaming, "Fight!" Like
Fight!
Like in Mortal Kombat.
And he is also the guy
Stage is
from
yours.
and he's also the guy from the other
the
video.
previous game, yes, yes.
I was taken aback myself. So we're here to present the awards for best puzzle games. Puzzle games challenge players to solve complex problems and complete tasks through critical thinking and logic, from simple block-moving mechanics to intricate narrative-driven puzzles, connecting clues to reach a solution. These games require careful planning and strategy, engaging our minds and offering a satisfying sense of accomplishment when we successfully unlock new levels and solve tricky challenges. And that said, let's see the nominees to this category. The Blonde. Golf Dash. Art Light. Hedgehogs 2. Min. And now that we see what are the 5 nominees for the category of Best Puzzle Game, let's go through the 5th place to Golf Dash. There we go. In 4th place, we got Min with an exclamation point. So I'd rather say Min. In 3rd place, we have The Blonde.
All right.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, yeah. And in 1st place, the award goes to Heart Light. Congratulations. If the gameplay to the best puzzle game of the last year. So let's give a shout out as well to the 2nd place, Hedgehogs 2, 2nd best game. And of course, a big round of applause to all the 5 games nominated, because if they are here, they are the best among dozens and dozens of games released the whole year. A round of applause to all of them. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Soft drop mic.
Next time if we invite you. And you can take the mic.
I can be on the audience.
Yeah, but take the mic. Just shut it down.
Should I bring it?
Yeah, shut it down. So in parallel, online, we're having some other awards. So we have the best outfit for Pixel Strings, and now we have the best haircut for Daniel Soares. Thank you, Daniel. It's what is on the chat. No, perfect. I loved it. Yeah, but the fact we put João before you lowers the expectation, so...
So the next category is Best Platform. And André, any comments?
Yes, 2 new ones. First, the older ones, Dr. Acula, Z-Set, Steamboat Willie, and Marlowe. And now, the new ones. Gilligan's Mine. It's the remake of Gilligan's Gold, a game released by Ocean Software in '84. Chris Onan did a remarkable job transforming an average game into one of the best platformers of the year. There are only 4 levels, but they are difficult enough, taking a long time to collect all the bags of gold and to advance to the next level. Another game with the old school feeling. And then we have Maxstone. Maxstone is one of the best games created with the new, recently, ZX Game Maker engine. Its author was clearly inspired by Abu Simbel Profanation, another Spanish game, but with a much more benevolent level of difficulty. So everybody can complete the game. If you remember well, Abu Simbel was really hard.
Impossible,
Impossible to complete, almost impossible. The graphics and the music are amazing.
Thank you, André. And I would like to call on stage Ana Martins to present this award.
All right. One ring rate, among other things, the presenter of the cosplay activities in our street gaming events, and that joined us in Goty for the first time. She brings energy. She's bringing already new ideas on how to further enhance this gala. Thank you, Anna. The stage is yours. You have the envelope there.
Thank you so much. It is my utmost pleasure to be here, to be joining here today at these awards. It is fantastic to know that Spectrum is still such a strong and beautiful community, and it's still producing amazing games that makes everyone so enthusiastic. And that is also the case for the category that I'm presenting you today, which is platforms. Platforms is a category that is everyone, no matter what age they are, everyone really have had some kind of experience, some kind of contact with platforms. And it is amazing how climbing, how jumping around can still be so fun. And things are still being made that are amazing and that are new. So let's take a look at the nominees, shall we? Dr. Acula, Gilligan's Mine, Jet Set Steamboat Willie, Marlowe, Max Stone, and for the 5th place of the platform category, we have Dr. Acula. In the 4th place, we have the game Max Stone. And in the podium already, at the first, not first, at the 3rd place, we do have Jet Set Steamboat Willie. Now, before giving you the winner of the platform category, I would like to congratulate and to thank everyone that has been sending games and that has been contributing to the community, even if they are not among these 5 finalists, because there are still a lot of games being made that deserve a lot of attention. So thank you so much for everyone that didn't make it to these 5 finalists. You guys are amazing. A big round of applause for everyone. And now, for the 1st place of platform games is Marlowe. Woohoo! Once again, I would like to congratulate Gilligan's Mine for the 2nd place here in this category. And once again, thank you so much for the opportunity of being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. And let me say, what a great person to present this platform, because you are on platforms.
Surprise number 3 and 4, they're happening in sequence. So now we're about to get some news on what is going to be launched this year by TEKNAMIC. Of course, we are not talking about all the games that TEKNAMIC is preparing. From what we know from Felipe, he does much more than we can anticipate, but he gave us some insight into some of the things. And so, let's see what they have in store for 2025 with the first video. Mechanical Justice is the name of this new game to be launched in 2025. But we believe there's another surprise, isn't it? I think it's a very special one, so let's see video number 2. So the long-awaited Saboteur de Porto problem by Clive 1000 is finally happening. I don't know if you noticed, Ponte Dom Luís, TEKNAMIC headquarters, lots of reference to our country. So we have this Welsh, Clive is Welsh, right, Flip? Yeah. So we have this Welsh programmer creating a game based in one of the cities in Portugal, and a game based on a franchise, not a franchise, but a game like Saboteur that is such a reference, one of the first video games with ninjas in the ZX Spectrum world. I think it's the first one. Let's move on.
Yes. So up to now, we have 2 games with 2 awards and 5 others with just 1. So 2 awards, Innsmouth and Marlow.
Thank you.
And 1 award, Cursed Castle 2, Aliens Neoplasma 2, Jet Set Steamboat Willie, Dungeons and Dragons CFG, and Heartlight.
So,
yeah.
This is becoming more exciting, and we have 2 more categories to go before reaching the final phase of the event and the awards. What's the next one?
And the next one is Best Adventure and Strategy. André, any new games so far?
3 new games. First, the older games, El Bigotudo and César de Sanamble. The new games. First, Binary Battle. I'm going to confess, this was my favorite game of 2024.
He keeps spoiling this.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't make the final
No?
10. It was the 11th or 12th, I don't remember.
Almost.
Yeah, it was almost. Despite being inspired by the role-playing theme, the game is highly original. The objective is to clean a computer disk of virus, fighting and eliminating infections. Very addictive. It's one of those games that even after completing it, you'll find yourself loading it again. It was very close to it, the top 10 of Goty. Then we have AFOC Tor. Be careful when you spell it. In 2023, on the first day of the year, Isfeld was released unexpectedly. The game then came second in the Goty that year. Now, using the same engine, but covering different missions, AFOC Tor was released. Although smaller than Isfeld, it retains the same interest as the prequel. It's a Dungeons and Dragons style adventure and managed to please everyone. And last, Spider's Game. Spider's Game is much more than a game. It's a true philosophical experiment that makes us thinking about our actions and its impact on other people. It includes several levels that are very different from each other. This is another one of the great games of the year and one that could be included in the top 10 of Goty, at least on mine top 10.
Thank you, André. And I would like to call on stage Rui Humberto.
We got the name right. Rui Humberto is a key. I was checking if I was not mixing up the envelope. I shouldn't. So, Rui Humberto is a key member of the Game Dev Lisbon Collective and an active voice in the Portuguese game development industry. Rui, join us on stage for the first time, and it seems you have a game that is hard to spell, so it's like an induction to the team. Welcome. The stage is yours.
Thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm a game developer for almost 10 years, as well as a founder from Game Dev Lisbon, a community that brings around all of who wants to be around game development, content creators, journalists, developers, and so on. I'm now honored to be here today to present this category as a fellow developer, but as well as I'm fond to this genre of game. So, without further ado, let's see the nominees. El Bigotudo. Binary Battle. Cesare de Sonambo. A4 2. Spider's Game. So let's see the results. In 5th place, Cesare de Sonambo. In 4th place, in 4th place, Spider's Game. In third place, Binary Battle. So, for knowing the winner of this category, I would like to have the help of the public here to do some drum roll, please. And the winner is A4 Congratulations as well for the 2nd place, Binary Battle. Sorry if I didn't pronounce well the names, but it's all that I have. Thank you for the museum and Planeta Sinclair for doing this. I know the pain of organizing events, and I know this takes a lot, so it's a well-deserved thank you for everyone here organizing this.
Thank you so much, Rui.
Thank you
Just
so
to
much.
clarify, 2nd place, El Bigotudo. Just to leave that clear. So let's move to the next one.
Let's move to the next one, and the next one is Best Arcade in Action. André, any there new games?
Yes, 3 new games. First, the older games. Aliens Neoplasma 2, again. And Penguin Attack. Now the new ones. First, we have Donkey Kong. In 1983 and then in 1986, the well-known publisher Ocean Software released 2 conversions of Donkey Kong, an arcade game from 1981. The games were just average. In 2024, last year, Lucas, I don't know how to spell his surname, but he's known as Artonapilus from the Czech Republic, released a new version of this game, this arcade game, and it was highly appreciated by all fans. We finally have a decent version of Donkey Kong, which is still undergoing improvements. I'm testing the game again. Then we have Pac-Man RX. Pac-Man needs no introduction. Sabrina, are you there? Yes. Just as the programmer Alan Turvey released another perfect conversion of this famous arcade game. This version of Pac-Man, as well as the one by Marco Leal that was released last year, came forth in the last Goty, are the best that ever appeared on the Spectrum. It is a true classic. And then Scramble RX, also from Alan Turvey. We are used to having perfect arcade game conversions from him. Being a perfectionist, he pays attention to every detail, recreating the game exactly like the original from the arcades. Scramble is the conversion of the 81 Konami game and has 6 fun stages. It is one of the great hits of the year.
Thank you, André. And
Welcome.
I would like to call on stage our most famous couple, Sabrina Lázaro and Marco Fresco.
You can notice that they're nervous.
Yeah.
So they are indeed my favorite couple in the Portuguese gaming area, and it's with them that we've created the street gaming events. With an impressive track record in gaming content creation, one element of this couple gives autographs to fans, but only because the other one anticipated and bought the pen. So
True.
these are the two faces behind the MF Gaming channel. The stage is yours, guys. Oh, you need this. Are
Maybe.
you going to present without the envelope? Come on.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right. Finally, someone with a good voice here, right?
So thank you, Cristiana. Thank you, João.
you.
Hello, you guys and people from YouTube.
All right. So, arcade games. Let me tell you a story about arcade games. Because I have a connection, a strong connection between arcade games and also the Spectrum. You know why? It's not because of R-Type, that is one of the best games ever for the Spectrum, right? The connection is way deeper than that. And the reason is this. I used to go to play in the arcades, but there was a big issue. I was not old enough to play. I was like 14, 13, and I was trying to play video games and I couldn't because I was not old enough. And the same goes for the Spectrum, because I used to play a lot of Paradise Cafe, and I was also not good and old enough to play.
You were not good at playing it?
No,
You need to-
I was not good at play because I
We'll
used to
talk
play it
about
with
that.
only one hand.
We'll
But-
talk about that.
Okay. All right. Okay, this goes out of hand. Are you ready to present the awards or what?
Oh, sorry, I got distracted here playing arcade with this full-size arcade from Retro Raider. Thank you, Johnny. It's a full-size, yeah. So it's a classic arcade magic. Once you start, it's hard to stop. But
All right.
let's go back to the business. And the nominees for the best arcade and action game are... Aliens Neoplasma 2. Donkey Kong. Oh yeah! Pac-Man RX. Penguin Attack. Scramble RX.
And the win.
Wait. It's not like that. Don't be so
The cool
Johnny.
part that when João and Marcos came to the stage to present the award, we didn't saw them. It was very weird.
So,
It was a voice coming from nowhere.
so the fifth place, and I don't understand why, it's Pac-Man RX. The fourth place is Scramble RX. The third place is Penguin Attack. Hello?
Not my phone this
All
time.
right.
And the winner is... Aliens Neoplasma 2! And give an applause for the second place, Donkey Kong. So congrats to all the nominees and especially for the winner. And thank you for having us this
Let me
year.
just say one more
What?
thing.
I'm scared.
Oh my God.
No, this is just
I'm scared.
this is just an idea, but we all know the winner. So for next year, we'll have another
Category?
award
Yeah.
for the best event in Portugal, and it's the street gaming. So see you guys next year. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. So we'll do our last break before entering the final part of the event. We're getting tired, so this will be, instead of 5 minutes, let's make it 7 or 8, and then we'll be right back.
See you.
See you. Let's resume this event.
Yes, and so before the Goty category, the results are Innsmouth 2 awards, Marlow 2 awards, Aliens Neoplasma 2 awards, and a few others with 1 award.
So the question is, will any of these 3 become the Goty winner? Well, there is one that is not a finalist of the Goty category. So in the end, from these games that have already 2 awards, it will be between Aliens Neoplasma 2 and Innsmouth, or none of them, as we have 8 other finalists.
Yes, and João, I believe you have a special announcement to make now.
Yes, it's true. It's a kind of another surprise, but not a video this time. So it's an honor to announce that we will bring a new category, I would say longly waited, for the Goty 2025. It's a category that was being requested for some time, focusing in games for the ZX Spectrum Next. It's a special category in the sense that those games won't compete, for now at least, for the Goty award. It wouldn't be fair. A special category whose games will be either freely available or submitted by their creators to the competition, due of course to the high price of many of these special editions. So if you are creating games to the next platform and you want to submit them to these awards, please next year or during 2025 get in touch, because we want to look at them. A special category that may have a specific / independent jury, always defined by the organization, so it doesn't need to be completely the same jury. We'll invite other people that are more focused on the next and are representative. And all of this will be, of course, subject to a specific regulation to be defined and published throughout the year.
So seems interesting and keeps the legacy of ZX Spectrum even more alive. Is there any game from 2024 that would fit this context, and would you like to highlight?
Yeah, it's interesting that you asked that, because as a matter of fact there is. So when we were thinking about all of this, immediately to all of us there was one game came to our mind. So it's my pleasure to announce that the Goty 2024 organization decided to issue not an award but an honorable mention to a game launched in 2024 that bridges the gap from the old classical games to the new, to the next platform. And such game is no other than Head Over Heels. With a new version crafted by the Rusty Pixel team, Simon Butler, Space Fractal, Michael Flashware, it achieved a crash smash with 24% score that honors the classic game legacy and brings it to the present. Congratulations to Head Over Heels. It sets the basis for this new category in the next edition of Goty.
We are reaching the most important moments of the evening, and we will now focus in the Hall of Fame. And
I need to get one thing for that.
Okay, so we will wait.
No, please.
Okay, an initiative that started last year. This award will be presented by my colleague João. And because it is something originally conceived to engage with the Portuguese fans, we will conduct this presentation in Portuguese. So sorry.
Oh yeah, I was forgetting that. Obrigado, Cristiana. So it's not Portuguese. So, ok. Vamos a isto, ver se isto sai em português. O Hall of Fame é uma iniciativa anual do Museu LEO dos EX, criada para reconhecer e homenagear os maiores clássicos dos EX Spectrum. Foi algo que começámos no ano passado e que consiste numa eleição feita através de voto popular, de acordo com um regulamento específico. Isto é algo que nos pediam muito, era as pessoas poderem participar nas votações. Neste caso do Hall of Fame isso é possível. Temos noção que esta é uma escolha bastante influenciada pelos fãs portugueses dos EX Spectrum. Afinal, é em Portugal que o nosso museu está implantado. Não é por isso de estranhar que na anterior edição o grande vencedor tenha sido Chucky Egg! Portanto, eu vou colocar aqui, no ano anterior, o vencedor foi o Shakieg. O Shakieg é um jogo claramente um dos favoritos de Portugal e a votação confirmou isso. Se calhar se fosse noutros países no mundo, não seria este jogo a ganhar e, portanto, isso só me dá mais orgulho porque é algo muito nosso. A lista de jogos a concurso para o Hall of Fame é selecionada por um júri de 3 pessoas. 2 membros fixos, o André Luna Leão e o Filipe Veiga, que toda a gente conhece, e um terceiro elemento que é convidado por nós e, basicamente, cada elemento do júri nomeia 3 jogos, mais alguns suplentes. Este ano, o elemento do júri convidado foi o Luís Rato, que já foi aqui falado, porque é também júri do Goty, e que é o maior colecionador de software para os computadores Sinclair, claramente no nosso país, e penso que, se não o maior, um dos maiores internacionais, e é alguém com quem nós colaboramos com frequência no museu, fazendo entrevistas a alguns dos criadores de jogos mais conhecidos. E por isso, sem mais demora, vamos conhecer então os nomeados e o grande vencedor do Hall of Fame deste ano. E, portanto, os nomeados foram... Back to School. Mandar fisgas nos professores é sempre giro. Bomb Jack. Elite. Ghosts and Goblins. Scooby Lanita, Green Barret. Lords of Midnight. Mike Singleton, right? Myth. Saboteur, 5000. Target, Renegade. Antes de avançar para a apresentação do grande vencedor, eu gostaria de pedir aqui a opinião ao nosso especialista residente, mas desta vez não é o André. Eu preciso de um microfone de mão. Preciso. Alguém que me traga um microfone de mão. Pá, eu estou a ficar assustado. Vocês já estão aí, estou assustado. Calma, isto é preciso fazer render o peixe. Calma lá. Muito bem, eu preciso... Isto não está a funcionar bem. Dê-me um segundo. Eu vou poisar isto aqui, que assim já posso segurar isto. E eu vou precisar deste microfone para fazer uma chamada. Portanto, eu vou ligar para casa, não é? Como se costuma fazer nos concursos, para pedir ajuda. E se o meu telemóvel não falhar, isto vai dar alguma coisa. Ui. Desculpem lá que isto... Se calhar não devia estar agora a responder às mensagens, não é? Não estou. Estou só a procurar aqui de um link. Está aqui. Não estou no Tinder, não te preocupes. Não, agora não. Muito bem, vamos cá ver se isto funciona. Connecting.
I'm Sir Clive Sinclair. How can I help you?
Hello, Sir Clive. This part I'll speak in English. Hello, Sir Clive. So, first and a simple question. What is your favorite game?
A delightful question. I must say, a classic Victoria sponge always brings a smile. It's simple yet satisfying, much like a well-designed machine. What about you?
I didn't get the name of the game.
I was referring to a Victoria sponge cake. But if you meant a game, I could discuss classics like Manic Miner or Jet Set Willy. Which one interests you?
Last time I tried, you said Jet Set Willy, so this is not going according to plan.
I understand. Jet Set Willy is quite a memorable game. Its exploration and unique design captivated many. What would you like to know about it?
Give me a second. Quem é que quer fazer uma pergunta sobre jogos simples, muito simples? Alguém que ative uma pergunta? And so someone here is asking, why do you think Green Beret is the best game ever created?
While I respect personal opinions, I would say that many consider games like Manic Miner or Jet Set Willy to be iconic due to their innovation. What makes Green stand out for them?
Juanita, não tem short. So, let's move on. Sir Clive, I do have a question to you. We are in a ceremony choosing one of the best classics of the ZX Spectrum. So we are having doubts between games like Bomb Jack, Target Renegade, and Elite. Which one do you prefer?
Each of those games has its unique...
Please go on.
Each of those games has its unique charm.
Last time I talked to you, you said Elite. Come on.
Apologies for the interruption. I believe Elite's pioneering open-world exploration and Jack Target Renegade's engaging gameplay are both remarkable. It depends on what experience you're seeking. What do you prefer?
Thank you so much. We have to go on. Esta brincadeira que resulta de um trabalho também do Rui Tito, visava mostrar que, além de fazer vídeos em que se faz lip sync, em que se põe uma pessoa que já não está entre nós a falar sobre um determinado tema, como fizemos na abertura, que também é possível fazer uma chamada telefónica e estar a discutir sobre qualquer coisa. Eu sabia que havia risco de, por causa do som ambiente, disto não funcionar tão bem, mas surpreendeu-me porque das outras vezes eu perguntei qual é o melhor jogo e parti-me a rir porque ele disse claramente Jet Set Willy. Também queria que fizessem uma pergunta da audiência para mostrar que isto não era para mostrar que isto não era algo que estava previamente gravado. Mas, portanto, foi mais uma mostra de como a tecnologia evoluiu e de como a inteligência artificial pode estar tão no meio de nós e pode até ser assustadora até onde é que ela nos leva. Mas vamos então agora conhecer o grande vencedor da votação para o Hall of Fame do museu desta edição. E para isso eu vou socorrer-me aqui deste objeto. E agora sim, vocês preparam-se e não me acertem. E deixa ver se eu abro isto para o lado certo. Acho que sim. Isso não está de pernas para o ar. Está. Ahá, tudo planeado. E então, eu vou destapar esta moldura e anunciar quem foi o vencedor deste ano. E o vencedor é... Acertaste-me!
Graças.
Oh, isto acertou-me! E, portanto, ganhou o Target Renegade. Só tu é que votaste no Green Beret, meu, de certeza. Não. Dizer aqui 2 ou 3 coisas. Tivemos cerca de 200 de votos, o que foi ligeiramente acima da última edição. 75% desses votos vieram de IPs portugueses, vieram de Portugal, vamos simplificar e dizer assim. Foi uma vitória com algum destaque para este jogo, para o Target Renegade. Parabéns ao vencedor, obrigado a todos os que votaram, nós fazemos isto precisamente para as pessoas e, portanto, muito obrigado. E temos já 2 jogos clássicos de Spectrum que vão estar nas paredes do museu como homenagem. Quanto aos jogos que não venceram, podem sempre vir a ser selecionados em anos vindouros e, portanto, não há qualquer problema. Aliás, eu pessoalmente tive muitas dúvidas porque havia muitos outros jogos que eu também gostava naquela lista e espero que eles voltem.
So let's back to the English part
Yes.
of the ceremony. Congratulations to Target Renegade, but it's time to switch back to English, like I said before, and carry on with the moment we have all been waiting for.
I think you need me.
I need you here, please.
So we will soon find out who won the Goty 2024 award. And for this award, we'll have a very special presenter. Do you know who it is?
Who?
I'll give you some clues. It's a news reporter with a passion and collection for video games. She was one of the faces from a special platform dedicated to gaming. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for Cristiana Reis.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Thank you all. It's an honor to be here and to present this award. And it is now my pleasure to announce the nominees for the main category of the evening, the Goty Game of the Year. So, Aliens Neoplasma 2, El Bigotudo, Donkey Kong, Escape from Happy Hills Parish Origins, A Factor, Innsmouth, Pac-Man RX, Penguin Attack, Scramble RX, Skynet, and we now just need the envelope with the results. João, it seems that you forgot to give it to me.
Envelope. Well,
yes.
It's, you know, it was a very important envelope, and I was concerned that I would lose it. So I do remember I gave it to someone, I just don't remember who.
So you don't trust me?
And it's not that I don't trust you. You don't have pockets. Where would you put the envelope?
Yeah, okay, it's right.
Okay,
It's
so
right.
I needed to find someone, but I don't remember who. Was it you, Ricardo, Rui? Oh, it's coming.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's coming with style.
Look how it's slow motion.
We have all... Okay.
I can help you out if you need.
My God.
This is a gala.
What do I have
the
to
right
do?
way. No, you just need to take the envelope. You don't
I
mess
hope
up
it's
with
the
envelope.
right one.
So you have the envelope,
So-
problem solved, carry on.
Yes. Let me see. And finally, the moment, it was a really big moment.
Thank you.
A round of applause, please. And finally, the moment we have all been waiting for. Let's find out which are the results for the Goty category. So, let me see. It's my first time. You all did this, but it's my first time.
No, no.
I need help.
Wait. Oh.
It was like...
Who did the envelope? We only
really
have 5
big
winners.
It was such a big
So
secret that we
you
don't have
follow
another
that.
ones.
Follow the first 5 over there.
Uh,
You messed up with the envelope, Hugo.
I don't know.
No, you follow there. So Diogo will put you the game there.
Ah,
and you
okay,
just
okay,
follow through.
okay. So
The first 5 on.
Only the first
last
5.
The last 5, I mean. So in 10th place, we have...
Pac-Man RX. Okay. In the 9th place, Escape from Happy Hills Parish Origins. Thank you. In the 8th place,
Skynet.
Skynet. Okay.
Yes.
I can't read. In the 7th place, Scramble RX. In the 6th place, Penguin Attack. And now, only 5. Thank you for the support. In the 5th place.
Donkey Kong.
Okay. Donkey Kong. In the 4th place. Innsmouth. And now, we have reached the final 3 potential winners. We will now announce the Goty Award winner and then clarify who was in 3rd and 2nd place. Let's go! So, João, care to join me for this moment? It's
Yes,
like a really
of
big
course.
moment.
Yes, sorry for the envelope, sorry for the TV cropping the names.
This
That's
is
why
like the Oscars. The problems
Yeah.
happen there too.
Yeah, next
So-
year it will be even
Yeah.
better. So we're taking care of that. So let me take the opportunity to say this is a 1 year of work by many people that culminates in this ceremony and that is prepared by a big team of basically volunteers of the museum. Let me take this moment to say a huge thanks to Planeta Sinclair for creating this event and involving us. And a big thank to our technical team, namely Ricardo Cruz, and most specifically Diogo Reis, who did an amazing work preparing all the digital content for this ceremony. And I think we can move.
Yes, I think they deserve a big round of applause, like you made it. So without further ado, the winner of the Goty 2024 is, oh my God!
is Aliens Neoplasma 2! A big round of applause to Francisco Saldanha. Francisco is our music professor who joined us since the first edition held here in Cantanhede of the Goty ceremony. And you know what? I know he loves to participate in this event. I see what you post in social media, which makes it even more special to me. So thank you, Francisco, once again. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a nice touch indeed, and the only thing missing now is only to know who is in the third place and the second place. So?
Okay, so you gave me the hardest one.
Yeah.
So, in third place we have Afoctor.
And in the second place we have El Bigotudo. Congratulations to all.
So we are about to finalize our session. And to do so, it is our pleasure to invite on stage the Vice Mayor of Cantanhede, Pedro Cardoso. Cuidado aí. I don't know what you do, but you already have fans. Sim, claro que sim. Já tem fãs aqui, muito bem. Não, força.
Sempre em português. Muito boa tarde. Muitos parabéns a todos os participantes. Em especial, parabéns aos vencedores. É sempre um gosto voltar àquilo que gosto de chamar os Oscars do ZX Spectrum, e uma palavra muito especial, felicitações para esta equipa extraordinária, liderada pelo João Diogo Ramos, que transforma o Goty, a Gala Goty, num grande, num enorme êxito. Enquanto parceiro, o município congratula-se de facto com o sucesso desta iniciativa, que celebra as melhores aplicações lúdicas para a plataforma ZX Spectrum e, sobretudo, pela dinâmica extraordinária que o Museu LEO continua a ter, quer a nível nacional, quer internacional. Parabéns, até para o ano. Sei que vamos ter ainda melhores aplicações, mais surpresas para o ano, mas garanto-vos uma coisa, provavelmente ainda este ano vamos ter uma grande novidade, mas isso fica para depois. Parabéns a todos, muito obrigado.
So, some brief words by the Vice Mayor of the City of Cantanhede, congratulating the entire team on the work being done here, and saying that we may have some other surprises, but let's see how that evolves. We are in the final part, the final thing in the session. So,
unfortunately, the gala has ended.
Indeed. So we would like to congratulate all the winners, all the finalists, but also all the game creators.
We would like to thank to all the participants in the Goty ceremony, both the ones on the stage and the ones behind the scenes. People from the museum, Planeta Sinclair, street gaming, the Cantanhede City Hall, and all the other names that represented this group of people that insisted on making extraordinary things.
I would like to say thank you to our sponsors, new ones like SpecNext Limited, and recurring ones like Red Light and Critical Software. Your continued support should be an inspiration for many others to ensure we keep the initiatives and the museum alive.
Thank you to all of you that joined us here in Cantanhede or live on YouTube. So, thank you to all Spectrum fans.
But I would like to add one or two things just. Specifically to the City Hall of Cantanhede, and totally unrelated to the fact you are here, I would like to say that it was an amazing multidisciplinary work that was done to take this ceremony to this new level where we are, and the room speaks for itself. We clearly increased from last year, so thank you for all the things that all the people from the team of the City Hall did to make this happen. A big round of applause for that, please. Genuine, muito genuine. Cristiana. No, this couldn't be. Thank you for embarking with us in this endeavor. I hope there will be other opportunities, of course.
I hope too. It was a pleasure, and let's call on stage everyone from the organization to join us to a photo family.
So we'll see each other next year. For now, everyone that participated in the ceremony, that came on stage, please join us here. Catarina, tiras a primeira foto, mas depois pedes a alguém para tirar também. Let's take this. Eu tiro isto. Apanhou aí. Diogo, Jorge, palco.
Só podem se abaixar, o pessoal que está aí à frente, só para a gente aparecer.
Tu não és o João? Força. Ok, Catarina também vem agora. Anda.
Falta o cão.
O cão não veio. E o Sr. Clive? Queres que eu lhe ligue? Estava a falhar. Banana.
Acabou o espaço. Acabou de apagar todas as fotografias.
Banana. Mau. Era um problema entre o teclado e...
Agora tens 15 dias.
Ok, muito bem. Obrigado a todos. Até para o ano.
Next year.
Nada, obrigado. Esta semana, já está.